Okay, so now this technique right now I'm using what's called a Wacom Bamboo tablet, and it comes with a little stylus and it plugs into my USB, and I'm using some software called Snagit, S-N-A, well I can just write it down I guess, Snagit, to do a screencast. And this is how I do all my screencasts for the class, exam solutions and example problems and stuff like that. So I'm just going to do, can I call it example, review presentation, and that's that. And then I can open up this page. I can go to full screen mode. Now I can see 2 pages, and I can use the stylus then that comes with a Bamboo and write stuff on here. So this is, I'm using the hardware I'm using is the looks like Wacom, but it's actually pronounced Wacom. I just learned that. The Wacom Bamboo tablet, and the software I'm using Snagit. So it's like a cheap Camtasia. Alright. And this is what I want your presentations to be like. I want you to say, alright, I'm going to do homework R.2 number 5. Now this is completely made up because you don't have a homework R.2. We're not doing any review. But let's just say that the problem that I posed to you was the integral of 7 tangent cubed of theta secant squared theta d theta. Now this is probably a little harder than maybe what you've done in your Calc 1 class, but you should be able to do this one. Again, it's going to be U substitution. So I notice that if I pick U to be tangent of theta, then my du conveniently equals secant squared theta d theta. Well, that's nice because what's nice about this one is I can easily go multicolored. I can pick my green pen here, and so I notice that I've got a secant squared theta d theta right here, so that matches up with this pretty nicely. And then I can, in different colors, say that I've got a tangent squared, or u is tangent theta, so that becomes a u cubed, right? So I can rewrite this integral as, I guess I'm doing it in blue, equals the integral of 7 times u cubed du, right? Well, that works out pretty nicely. I'm going to bring the constant out front, so I like to do happy things in green, get the constant out of there. So that goes back to this equals 7 times the integral of u cubed du, and I know my power rule, simply raise the power by 1, divide by that, so it becomes 7/4 u to the 4th. That's it. I'm done with it. There's no du there. Let's cross that out neatly. And that equals 7/4 tan theta plus c, and that's my final answer. So put a box around there. Now, I made a mistake. I made a couple mistakes. My handwriting wasn't great, but it's legible. I explained every step. I showed you what I did here. That's what I want your presentations to be like. I want you to be teaching all the other students in the class how to do the problem that you choose to do. All right. I personally like this the best because I do a lot of these, and the Wacom, this thing here is around 120 bucks, and this is, I think, around 30 bucks. So if you're into, drawing or any computer stuff, well, you're taking an online class, so you must be into computer stuff. For 150 bucks, you can get yourself set up to do these pretty nicely, and they're good for art and they're good for other stuff as well. But that's it. The keys here, I want you to really show how you did the problem. Teach the problem to the rest of the class. That is it. So we're going to get out of full screen here. Escape.